Om Sai Ram, welcome to Living Spiritually. It is well known fact that the Sadguru looks first at the qualification of his disciples and then gives him suitable instructions without unsettling their minds in the least. And he leads them on towards the goal of self-realization. In this respect, some say that the Sadguru teaches or instructs should not be divulged to others. The Sadguru is like a monsoon cloud. He pours down profusely his nectar like teachings. These we should enjoy and assimilate to our heart's content and then serve others with them without any reserve. We should apply this rule not only to what he teaches us when we are awake, but to the visions he gives us in our dreams. Like a loving mother forcing bitter but wholesome medicines down the throats of her children for the sake of their health, Sai Baba imparted spiritual instructions to his devotees. His method was not veiled or secret but quite open. Devotees who followed his instructions attained their objective. Sadgurus like Sai Baba broaden our intellect and show us the divine beauty of the self and fulfill our tender longings of devotion. When this is done, our desire for sense object vanishes, the twin fruits of Viveka and Vairagya are attained, and knowledge sprouts up. Mrs. Radha Bhai Deshmukh's story. There was an old woman named Radha Bhai. Upon hearing of Baba's fame, she came to Shirdi with the people of Sangamner. She received Baba's darshan and was very satisfied. She loved Baba dearly and resolved in her mind that she would accept Baba as her guru and get some upadesh. Upadesh is the spiritual advice from him. She knew nothing else. She was determined to fast herself unto death until Baba accepted her and gave her some upadesh or mantra. She stayed in her lodging and stopped eating any food or drinking water for 3 days. It was frightened by this ordeal of the old woman and interceded with Baba on her behalf. Deva, what is this you have started? You drag so many people here. You know that the old lady, she is very obstinate and depends on you entirely. She has resolved to fast unto death. If you don't accept and instruct her, if anything worsen happens, people will blame you and say that Baba did not instruct her, and she thus met her death. So please have some mercy on her, bless her, and instruct her. On seeing her determination, Baba sent for her and changed her mind by addressing her as follows. O mother, why are you subjecting yourself to unnecessary tortures and hastening your death? You are really my mother, and I am your child. Take pity on me and hear me through. I shall tell you my own story, which, if you listen to it carefully, will do you good. I had a guru. He was a great saint and was very merciful. I served him for very long, and yet he still would not blow any mantras into my ears. I had a keen desire never to leave him but to stay with him and serve him, and at all costs receive some instruction from him. But he had his own way. He first got my head shaved and asked me for 2 paisa as dakshina. I gave the same at once. Since my guru was perfect, why should he ask for money, and how should he then be called desireless? I replied that he never cared for coins. What had he to do with them? His 2 paisa were firm, faith, and patience or perseverance. I gave this 2 paisa or things to him. He was pleased. I resorted to my Guru for 12 years. He raised me. There was no dearth of food and clothing. He was full of love and was love incarnate. How can I describe it? He loved me the most. Rare as a guru like him. When I looked at him, it seemed as if he was in deep meditation, and then we were both filled with bliss. Night and day, I gazed at him with no thought of hunger and thirst. Without him, I felt restless. I had no other objects to meditate on or any other thing than my Guru to attend to. He was my sole refuge. My mind was always fixed on him. This is one peso of the Dakshina. Saburi, patience or perseverance, is the other pesa. I waited patiently and very long on my Guru and served him. The Saburi will ferry you across the sea of mundane existence. Saburi is the manliness in man. It removes all sins and afflictions, gets rid of calamities in various ways, and casts aside all fear and ultimately gives you success. Saburi is the mind of virtues and the concert of good thought. Nishta and Saburi are like twin sisters that love each other very intimately. My Guru never expected any other thing from me. He never neglected me but protected me at all times. I lived with him and was sometimes away from him, yet I never felt that the want or absence of his love. He always protected me by his glance, just as the tortoise feeds her young ones, whether they are near her or away from her on the other side of the river bank. Oh, mother, my Guru never taught me any mantra. Then how can I blow any mantra into your ears? Just remember that the Guru's tortoise, like loving glances, gives us happiness. Do not try to get a mantra or upadesh from anybody. Make me the sole object of your thoughts and actions. You will no doubt attain Paramatma, the spiritual goal of life. Look at me wholeheartedly, and I in turn look at you similarly. Sitting in this masjid, I speak the truth and nothing but the truth. No sadhanas or proficiency in the six shastras are necessary. Have faith and confidence in your Guru. Believe fully that the Guru is the sole actor or doer. Blessed is he who knows the greatness of his Guru and thinks him to be Hari, Hara, and Brahma, the Trimurti incarnate. Instructed in this way, the old lady was convinced. She bowed to Baba and gave up her fasting. Hearing the story carefully and attentively and noting its significance and appropriateness, Hemad Pant was moved from top to toe. He was overflowing with joy. His throat was choked and he was unable to say a single word. Shama, on seeing him in this condition, asked him, "What is the matter with you? Why are you silent? How many leelas of Baba do you want me to describe?" Just at the time, the bell in the masjid began to ring, announcing the noon worship and Aarti ceremony had begun. Om Sai Ram, Om Satchidananda Sadguru, Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai.